Hello and welcome back to the Plywood Masters 2023. We are here now for the finals. We've got the competitors out during the observation period. They're just checking out their boulders before going back into isolation to start the final. I'm John Partridge, joined again today by Michaela Tracy, providing us with that expert insight. Michaela, how you doing?
Pretty good, yeah. Excited to watch the final. It was a really interesting semi-final at the end. Well, no real surprises for the women. A few unfamiliar faces in the men's finals. But yeah, now we've got the big guns out, and I'm pretty excited to see what they can do on these finals boulders. Nice.
Well, I think we're just going to take a quick look to recap on the scores for everybody at home, just to remind you who the start list is. So that'll come up on the screen in a second. Meanwhile, in the background, you can just see the guys doing their observation. But here we go. We've got the men's competition. So in first place, Toby Roberts absolutely dominating that event so far. 4 tops out of 4. Then we had Diane Akhtar, 2 tops. Aidan Dunn 1, Jamie Jenkins 1, Nathan Whaley scoring all 4 zones. He was pretty unlucky not to get a top. And then Dylan Soyne taking it out with 3 zones.
Yeah, so, as you can see, it was a really, really difficult men's round. Not very many tops at all. But then Toby Roberts at the top of that round, almost flashing all of the problems. Yeah,
it was pretty immense watching him destroy those boulders. He was definitely a cut above the rest in that round. But, you know, reload, isn't it, for the finals? Anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen before. You can qualify in first and end up coming last. So.
Yeah, often happens. And, you know, sometimes even coming out first can be helpful. So here we go with the women's competition. Again, just recapping for you. Erin McNeese similarly dominating in her round with 3 tops. Eugenie Lee with 2, Jen Wood with 2, Emma Edwards 2 tops, different boulders, Holly Tutil and Thea Cameron. So yeah, we've got a really, really strong field in both events.
Yeah, I think there's a few. Well, Holly, I think will be a little bit disappointed with how low she's qualified for the final. I saw she was pretty pissed off at the end of the round there, but I wouldn't count her out of the final.
Nice. So we're going to do a bit of the athletes just had their viewing, so we're going to actually just go through some of the problems with you. So once we get the graphics off the screen, we'll give you a little tour of some of the boulders. Michaela and I have just had a really good briefing from the route setters, so we've got some knowledge to share with everybody. But yeah, let's have a look at the boulders. So on your screens now, this is Boulder 1. This is the starting position, so 2 feet there, 2 hands on the big blocks volume. If we just zoom out a little bit, we're going to migrate over to the left, and basically it's a bit of a dynamic catch into this slot with a classic sort of jump. Left hand, toe hook catch
on the start hold, left hand in that zone slot.
That's a perfect angle there. Nice, we can see the whole climb. That's perfect. So it's going to be a bit of a low percentage move to get across into that slot, and then high foot pressing up onto the dodgy volume. So that's M1, and we're going to head over to F1. which give you a bit of a bearing, is just directly above the commentator there. This looks like a really funky one. How
F1 looks hard. F1 looks a little it could be a little bit demoralizing, because what you have to do is you have to jump to that first start hold and then do a paddle 1-2 to the next 2 holds, and then you're on the boulder. I mean, it's pretty hard even to just get established on the start of this boulder. And then further on, those little nubs for the finish, I mean, they are not good holds.
Yeah, we've got the knowledge from the route setters on those that apparently instead of crimping them, it's better to sort of thumb pinch with the finger. Sounds a bit interesting, but yeah, essentially you're going to squirm your way around the corner on some very poor nipple-shaped holds, ending up on the top hold.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that problem, that looks like one of the harder ones for the women, and to come out as your first problem on that one, that's rough.
Yeah, that's rough. So from the first climb, we're going to head over and show you the second boulders, just to give you some perspective. That's on the far right-hand side of the comp wall, if you ever know Boulder, UK. So it's going to be the fluorescent green holds that we can see here, and looks like your classic sort of dynamic jump across, squeeze a couple of volumes and TT your way up some dodgy looking macros.
Yeah, and I think it may be so you do that first jump, and then maybe we'll see some of the competitors go for a little 1-2 on the next one, because if you go to just the first hand, you might end up too low and not having any feet, or you could go for the first zone and then push up really hard on that second hold there to get to the zone. I think once you get past the zone, I think a lot of these competitors have a good chance of topping this boulder. This one, I think, doesn't look like the hardest boulder on the wall.
No, it's certainly I think easier to read than perhaps some of the other ones, for sure. So let's just see what their skin condition's like. But over on the far right hand side of your screen, you can just see there is F2, the teetery slab. So very obvious starting positions, 4-point tape, and then it's going up the Vesi holds, which are these lovely blue looking macro slopey dishes. So
and none of these holds are down. None of these holds really face downwards, and none of the footholds really face downwards. So
not
it looks like this one. Yeah, it's very off balance. Like you have to
keep the weight through the feet.
Keep the weight in the right place the whole time. Otherwise, you could just fall off at any moment. I think you also have to be pretty calm to do this boulder.
I think it's a good second boulder. They'll hopefully be a little bit more relaxed after getting the sort of stress out on that first boulder. As we say, very high stress boulder, but
I can see this one. I can see this one getting topped.
Agreed. So moving into the center of the guys will then move over to the very far left hand side of the competition wall. Big black blocks volumes, mixture of sort of full text and dual text volumes. So again, interesting start position, and then there's some wizardry to get across the slab involving a somewhat hidden toe catch, I'm told. But
you can see it on your screen now on the left-hand side.
That's it. Sort of, they're all upside down.
So you spoke to the route setters for this one. Is this a more dynamic or more static boulder? Because sometimes with ones like this, it's hard to tell whether you should go slow or you should go fast. And I can't really tell looking at it now. Yeah,
they said it was kind of like a hybrid. There's sort of sections where you need to move really quickly, but other sections where you need to move slowly. So, it's going to be hard to see what they're going to do.
We have a few slab wizards in the men's finals, so I'm sure we'll see some people making good moves on this one.
Yeah, and I think the last move is the quick move. You've got to really explode up into that final volume with a press.
Left foot on the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If we can get F3 on the screen, that's right in the middle of the competition wall, the big blue holds. These, obviously the really famous cheetah Taiji grips, and going through the center of this big sort of section. So you're going to pull on with sort of in this big foothold dish, press up into the Taiji, and then lean back out onto the big black volume where there's the big blue hoop to carry the swing, and then it's basically stand up on top of a dodgy volume. Yeah,
you got to stand up on that volume over to the left and then move back to the right to get to that top. I think that top move is going to be pretty tricky, and you've definitely got to put the trust in your feet.
So nice and quickly, we'll just take you through the final boulder that's directly in front of us in the commentary booth. We've got big black shiny Dual-Tex unit holds. Absolutely love these grips. Complemented in the female category with the beautiful penta contact shapes.
Both of these more sort of traditional power boulders, I would say. Yeah, not too much complicated with them going on.
Yeah, the men have got an interesting starting position, sort of facing out to the crowd on that massive rectangular volume at the start with 3 points on that, and then shimmying out, facing the crowd, doing a 180 up onto some terrible slopey macros all the way through, giving it the victory one armor at the top, hopefully.
I'm sure we'll see that from at least one of the competitors.
But yeah, that's the tour, and we're just about to have the presentation of indie competitors. So George Lonsdale taking us through.
See you, Cameron, back in finals. And this is the first time we've seen Dylan in the finals here.
Yeah. Holly Tootill, former GB champ, with Nathan Whaley representing for the South.
Whale. Jenkins is really impressive in the qualifying round, not qualifying, in the semi-final.
Yeah, really did well.
Erin wearing her classic orange, classic sheet jumper. Love that jumper.
Yeah, strong looks on the presentation. Loving the knitwear choices. That's our finalists. You'll all be familiar with those. They've already had their observation period, so they're going to go back into holding ISO, and we'll get the show started in a minute. Any predictions, Michaela? Who do you think is going to do well in the men's category?
In the men's category, I mean, your money really has to be on Toby. I don't see him struggling that much with many of these boulders, apart from I think sometimes it can take him a little bit of time to work out slabs if there's no handholds. So maybe there might be a little bit of an upset on the slab, but I just think that he's so powerful and so strong, he'll be able to get it back on the other boulders. Yeah,
I think you're right. He was so dominant in that semi-final round. I think you get some good odds picking somebody else, but yeah, I think your odds on so far.
He's definitely the man to beat.
Yeah, for sure. What about in the female category? Who you got your eye on?
I mean, in the female category, yeah, it's a little bit more open, I think. I think despite the fact that Holly didn't qualify that high, I think that she is definitely not one to be counted out because she is such a good climber and such an experienced competitor. Erin really had a breakout year last year. I don't think anyone really had heard that much about her, and then she came out, she won this competition, and then just went on to do really well at internationals. And I think last 2 weekends ago at the national selection event, she climbed really well again. I think she was the winner of that event. So I think, Erin is definitely a strong contender.
So the first finalists are coming out, so you'll all be familiar with finals. Obviously, there's only one man and one woman competing at one time. We're going to work through the boulders with each individual person climbing and then move on to subsequent ones. So we'll get a split screen up for you as quick as we can. We're going to have men and women split out on screen, but at the moment you're seeing female one.
So we're told it's actually easier for this one if you approach it with more of a run. That means that you have a bit more of a swing. Yeah,
this one to me looks like a really horrendously hard one for the women to come out to.
I know.
Big distance to go, and the volume that she's jumping to start is really bad.
Because it faces so much on the vertical. If you jump to it like she is, she's just jumping straight up. But you need to have the swing right, so then you can come back left again.
Exactly.
Which is why that run up is maybe a little bit better. But
she's using it better that time.
See there, she had it a little bit better. I mean, with her body out on the right, I mean, she could actually put some force in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And over on the right hand side of your screen, we'll get this zoomed out so you can see the whole boulder problem at one time, and you can get a bit of context for what the climber is going to be doing. But essentially it's more of a dynamic toe catch for the men on the right hand side.
Yeah, he had one attempt and he wasn't that far away from it, I don't think. But maybe he needs to have a few more attempts to learn it. Dylan's trying to go static with the crimp.
Nice screw hole, just crimping away at that. He's found the right sequence there. Just needs to get the foot plant out once you grab the slot.
I think for him, he is also one of our shorter competitors, being only 16. I think that he's going to feel pretty stretched with that toe hook.
Yeah. Here we go. Thea Cameron on board on the left-hand side.
Making some progress on female 1.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see.
Adopting the thumb pinch technique. So really, really poor handholds now. Just got to teeter across on these little dual tech sections. So
she's looking good, yeah.
Yeah, she's looking fairly chill. Going for the thumb pinches. I'm a big fan of those.
Oh, just her body came out a little bit too much there, but that was a really good effort from Thea.
So just in terms of perspective for you at home, they're coming from the original first move as sort of a slightly overhanging wall, and then they're transferring around the corner onto pretty much near maybe just off on a slab to come round the corner. But good effort from her getting established on the first boulder, because honestly, when we first looked at the boulders and the categories weren't assigned, we thought this would probably be a men's one. So good effort.
It looks tough. Yeah, honestly, I think that Dylan is a little bit hosed on this boulder. I actually think that he can't reach between the zone hold and the start hold toe hook. He's just a little bit too short.
Yeah, I think also he's also aiming quite high on that left hand. Maybe potentially if he went a little bit lower. I know it's harder, lower percentage.
Yeah, maybe he would just about be able to make it.
Thea's
learned this move now, so she can just...
Such a cool move to start.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool to see.
And then this little transfer around the corner is my jam. Squirm Town, love it. Well, Teeter Town.
Yeah, I think, you really have to keep that foot up like she is and stay close to the wall.
That's it. She's got to get as much weight through the feet as she can, I think. Keeping that centre of gravity really low, trying to keep straight arms so you're not really pulling, more just moving the centre of gravity around.
Oh, he was close that time.
Yeah, a little bit lower on that left hand. I think if he could... Wow, impressive from Thea. 5 seconds to go.
Maybe a little bit unwise, but she's going to run out of time here.
Yeah, that's it. She's out of time.
I guess it's a final. You've got to give it everything.
Yeah, for sure. So as you know, the finals are going to go pretty quickly. Competitors are going to come out in sequence on their boulders. So straight away we've got Nathan Whaley and former GB champ Holly Tootill onto their first climb. See how Holly goes. She's one of the smaller competitors.
So I think if she can make it past this first move, I think she'll have a good chance of doing the top, because she's very good on her feet and she's good at that sort of like squirming around corners, teetering. For sure. Yeah, she's good at that. So I think just making it past the first move.
Yeah. Nathan as well, being a slightly taller.
Yeah, you see, he had so much more space in that position.
He was also way more confident dragging that right toe. He was choosing to put it really, really high up that black volume rather than lower.
Yeah, he didn't even like try and stop. He knew that was what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Beautiful set of looking boulders from the route setters, though. They smashed the semi-final round. It was hard. I think the bottom half of the semi-final field really, really struggled. Not many zones or tops, but the top end really being challenged well with a good split of boulders.
So Holly looks like she needs to figure out that running start, because she's just trying to go straight up, which just with the way those holds are, it's just not going to work for her. Yeah,
we saw Thea really clever changing her approach, figuring out that it wasn't just a straight up jump campus, that you needed momentum to generate. You just can't see on your screen pretty much, but on the right hand side of that first volume is completely non-textured. So
here we go. Nathan getting that zone hold.
Yeah,
it's a good effort for him. I think, oh, nice. That was good. Our route setters seemed to think that you would need to stamp the foot out, but he used flexibility really well to just get it out.
Come on, Nath.
From the start hold.
Nice and slow. Teetering across. Got to get the feet jammed in this crack to release. Really bad feet on this climb.
Find the right position on this hold.
So he's trying to sort his feet out. Looks like he's going to try and shuffle. Maybe knee bar to finish. Is that what he's thinking?
Ooh, looks like it might work.
I think he's got it. There we go. Amazing effort from Nathan. absolutely smashing that. Super smart. You could see the experience there, just taking a second en route to regroup.
Wait, did he not actually top it though?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Judges put the hand up. Yeah, he's all good.
Yep, he wasn't sure. It looks like he wasn't sure.
Maybe there's. I'm not sure what's happening. He's on the mat changing over. Maybe we've got it wrong, but it looked like a top to me.
Looked like a top to me, but maybe he couldn't get his other hand over there.
Yeah,
no.
shoes are off. He's just wrecked.
It's a top.
he's just wrecked.
I think maybe it was just that he couldn't extricate his knee from the knee bar.
Here goes Holly. She's figured out she needs a little bit more momentum, but not quite getting the sequence of points right.
Yeah, I think it looks like her body. So I am not very good at doing these moves in actual fact, but I think I know what you're supposed to do on them. I just can't enact it. So her body is a little bit too straight.
There it is.
So she's not swinging her legs properly. Her body is
I think
tense.
Lâché is the technical term, right?
Yeah,
in free running.
You need to be a bit more relaxed.
Yeah, really use the momentum from the legs.
Yeah. Whereas her left leg in particular is sort of tensing up, which is just killing her swing, and it means that she can't get back to the other start hold.
Exactly. Yeah, it's almost like she's just too strong for the climb. She's trying to really recruit her arms rather than flowing through the legs.
Yeah.
I guess a Jedi's power does flow through your body. You have to be fluid throughout,
I mean,
to be a Jedi master.
I'm not really a Star Wars fan, so that's kind of lost on me. But
leave that with me.
Yeah.
Unlucky there from Holly. I think we're probably going to see this on this boulder for the women. I think it's going to be quite Marmite. You're either going to suit it or not.
But then that's how it is. She'll have climbs further on in this final which will suit her more. So
yeah, absolutely. But when you start a final, you really want to come out, get that early top or at least zone in the bag.
It is hard when you don't top your first boulder.
Yeah. It's going to fill Thea with some confidence, though. She climbed really well on that boulder.
No, and I know that jumps have been something that she has struggled a little bit with in the past, so it's cool to see that she's been working on that and really made some gains in that department.
For sure. And in the men's competition, obviously we had Nathan Whaley top M1, so the guys will know it is possible. That will fill them with confidence, but also a little bit of pressure. Jamie will need to keep pace. He's probably one of the least experienced finalists within the men's competition. Obviously, still experienced in the grand scheme of things, but maybe not as much as the others.
Yeah, Jamie is also a little bit on the short side, so he will feel a little bit stretched in this toic position as well. Although it does look like he does have the distance to do it. Emma looks like she's trying to jump all the way to the second start hold, but she's close.
She's doing like a one-armer off that left hand. Or trying to, anyway.
I think one arm off the sloping volume.
That's pointing down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, she's just super tall. She's got a really high vertical jump. I mean, that's like halfway up the wall right there.
Yeah. I mean, you need to be go-go gadget to do that without any kind of momentum.
I mean, I think if she did the run-up, I think she would actually not find it that difficult.
For sure.
But I think she just hasn't seen it.
Yeah, she's one of the taller female competitors today as well, so similar sort of height to Thea.
Yeah, well, I think Thea's a bit shorter actually. I think Emma is a bit taller, and also in general I've seen her be pretty good at these sort of jump moves, but she's just not reading it correctly.
Meanwhile, Jamie knows what to do, but just not quite executing it. Nathan did really well on this boulder to get the coordination right. I think the key, as I said during commentary, was maybe to let the right toe go super, super high just to shorten the distance between hand and foot marginally. And
he went really, really confidently. He went 100%. And I think you see people sort of stopping on the first hold a little bit and wanting to control the movement, which you can't really
there
do.
You go.
Yeah, that was closer.
Yeah. That left foot, I think, as well, it's key to get that as far across to the left as you can.
I think Nathan was actually saying earlier that if it was more sort of comp style, not quite as hard physically, he thought it would suit him a little bit better. So I guess we're seeing that might be the case.
Oh. Emma sort of making a better go there. She's starting to figure out a little bit of momentum, but not quite releasing it.
She needs to weight the hold in the right direction. she's not weighting it in the right direction. She's sliding down it.
Again, Jamie just not quite spanning it.
I think Emma she's very experienced on the youth circuit, but this is probably one of her first female finals, like senior finals, and I imagine that it might be a bit distressing to come out and to be shut down, and then once you sort of start thinking like, oh, this climb is just impossible, it's really hard to get yourself together and actually just think, well, maybe I'm just not doing it the right way. Especially
when you know somebody else has completed the move as well. You're thinking like, oh damn, I know I can do what these guys can do, so that's frustrating. I think the reset has been pretty hard here. I think I probably would have put F2 as F1 just to, like, you know, get them on the wall a little bit, give them some confidence, but not today. I guess the semis have shown us that the top end guys can be really challenged today.
Yeah, I have to say, like, looking at F1, I'm sort of semi-glad that I'm not out there climbing.
Not your jam.
No, not my jam. I'd be falling off that first move.
Yeah, for sure, me too.
Yeah.
It's about 10 years too late for me. Lucky Jamie. So Emma and Jamie, lots of effort, lots of goes on those boulders, but no zone hold secured. So Nathan Whaley really leading the charge, and Thea Cameron on this final so far.
Aiden is one of our more experienced competitors, also not on the shorter side, so hopefully he will have a decent chance of making some progress on this boulder.
Yeah. Rocking the portable fan as well, I think, for the old digits there. So
yeah, I think
good knowledge.
There's a lot of climbers who are struggling with skin after a big qualifying round and a very hard semi-final. A lot of attempts, a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their skin will be struggling.
Yeah, for sure.
Might get some bleeders.
Oh, we got a bleeder. Okay, Jen goes for her first go, giving it the standard pull on. We know that's not the method, and she'll know that immediately. She's experienced enough to know that she's missing something on that move.
I think Jen, this is Jen's also another, she's been working on the
Aiden
dynamic
smashed
moves.
that. Sorry, Mickey. Aiden just absolutely one-banged that first move.
That's a free running phrase, isn't it? Parkour phrase.
Parkour.
Yeah, I heard about that. One bang.
I'm down with the kids, you know.
Aiden looking good.
Yeah,
he's got to find the right position. I wonder if he's going to go for this
let's see if
heinous knee bar.
Releases or does the knee bar. Wow, that's impressive if he can match.
Wow. So Aiden is actually a little bit of a slab wad. And that's kind of a slab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good at getting his body in the right position. So I'm not not wholly surprised by that.
He's a super strong in the shoulders, so very impressive finishing that climb.
I wonder if they can.
But the two alternative beaters to finish that M1, Nathan Whaley with the very high knee bar between the two volumes, looked like certain death if he fell. But Aiden choosing to keep it down low and really use that shoulder strength to his advantage.
I would rather do it the Aiden way than the Nathan way, but whatever gets you up the boulder.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Jen Wood is eyeing up the start of F1 again. It's a super challenging start. We've talked about it a lot, but you could just jump and be repelled like Jen has there.
Yeah.
You've got to figure out that lâcher to...
She just looks like she isn't having a good time.
No.
She is...
Sometimes you know in observation, right? You just look at a boulder and you're like, that's not me.
Yeah, but I think she hasn't tried it the right way once.
Yeah, she's turning to the crowd, just shaking her head like not too sure what to do at all.
Yeah. I mean, you can see that she's not wholly comfortable with this sort of move, and she's given it a go, but
she's also she's got her angle of entry wrong as well.
Yeah.
You need
to
be coming
approach from the left.
More along the face of the wall rather than coming directly at it perpendicular.
Yeah, because then you can direct your force onto the hold to then come out of it again. But I mean, it's hard to see that beater. Yeah. And it's also scary. Like, those sorts of moves are scary. I mean,
yeah.
they're wild. Like
Also,
you go on and like your legs like swinging all over the place and like
yeah,
feel like a bit of an idiot.
for sure.
Yeah.
And you're just having a lot of attempts again, right? And that's going to come potentially back towards the end of this round. You know, if you're having 20, 30, like basically she's doing a jump and trying to pull up every single time. That's 30 pull-ups on a boulder, right? That's going to take its toll as you go through.
Not her boulder. It's alright. I can see more boulders that will suit her better. So
yeah, we've still got a long way to go. This is just M1, F1.
So it seems actually pretty big for Thea that she managed to get the zone on that boulder. I mean, a lot of these boulders are quite hard, so
and not just once.
The zone.
Not just once. She got up there like twice at least, I think.
Yeah, really impressive.
My prediction may be harsh, I don't know, but I wouldn't say this is Jenny's jam, but she has been training a lot this year, working on power, as you said, in the semi-finals, so maybe.
I mean, she can move quite well, so if she could do the moving without necessarily... It's not actually that powerful, the boulder, as long as you have your body swinging in the right way.
Yeah.
She looks like she wants to, maybe...
She's looking for
She's looking like she wanted to approach it from the correct direction, but
now she's got it right. And Diane on the... Whoa, close.
Well, yeah, you might be right. She has a swing correct. But
here goes Diane. Whoa, straight in with the old palm grab. That is one of the methods the route setter said is possible. So
I don't know if it's the easiest method.
Definitely not the easiest, but we'll see.
I think he's tall enough to make the toe hook work, so I think maybe he'll try something different this time.
Trouble is when you get like a go where you kind of got close there, so maybe he's going to stick with it.
He's looking at the toe.
Yeah. Come on, Diane. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe he doesn't like toe hook catches.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah, interestingly, Jenny looks like she has a good movement on this, but maybe not quite enough power on it.
Yeah, she's got the legs right.
Yeah.
I think if she can just figure out that she needs to go right hand first on that swing.
And then maybe with a bit more of a run up as well. So she has like more upwards momentum into that.
Diane's up. With the foot plant and hold.
Yep.
So we've had two tops on this boulder. Diane needs to top to keep in contention, but still a long way to go, obviously.
Oh,
he's going for the knee bar method. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Super dodgy high knee bar.
Oh, he doesn't like that knee bar.
No, I wouldn't either in shorts. But he's in. Here goes top. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that is not a solid knee bar.
No.
Yeah.
Nathan did really well to finish from here. So's Diane.
There we go. He's got it.
That is good work from him. I want to say third try, so certainly still in the mix.
Yep.
Top's a top. But
I think with how hard the boulders are, I think that just if you get the top, that means you're still in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've had 5 competitors out on M1 with 3 tops, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, Diane and Aidan. Meanwhile, Eugenie Lee just struggling with this. She's had a lot of attempts now, going to be powering out.
Yeah, she's still going with that left hand. I think maybe if she had a bit more of a run-up, then it might improve matters for her a little bit. But
yeah,
I think given that there has been very little progress, let's say, made on this boulder, if you don't make the first move of this boulder, it's not the end of the world.
No. We've only seen one person. There it is.
Yeah, see?
Yes. You figured it out. Nice, Jenny.
Yeah.
Just got to keep moving up and the second you hit that right hand, you've got to release the left to then get some opposition on the shoulders and sort of in a high pull-up position.
Yeah, I guess we saw Thea had so much more power on that move. She could grab that hold and then just pull through to the next one.
You always wonder, Eugenie's had maybe 10 goes prior to figuring out this method, whether that's going to play an impact.
Maybe, yeah. She might be looking a little bit tired.
Yeah, run down the clock. I think just figured it out a little bit too late.
Yeah. So So
you can just hear the commentator in venue, George Lonsdale, doing our jobs for us. we've got Toby Roberts, who absolutely dominated the men's semi-final. Let's see if he can maintain his standards on the final tonight. And Erin over on the left.
Erin is also a pretty powerful climber, so I would expect her to be able to pull through. Like, she has the power to pull through on those holds and make this first move.
For sure.
And she looks like she has the correct direction.
Oh, Toby going for the palm down jump left foot method.
Yeah, it's almost like he went with too much confidence too quickly.
Sometimes being too strong isn't your friend.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Erin McNee.
Yeah, just needed to have a first go to sort of see what it felt like, and then she knew what she had to do.
Yeah.
Not liking these little gripple holds though.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh god.
She needs to really sink down low into the feet, try and keep the least possible movement in the hands.
I think she needs to get over onto that foot before
there it is.
possible.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really sink down onto the hips, over onto the left foot.
She's looking pretty good.
Fair play. Here we go. This is her second attempt and already staring down that final jug.
Needs to find that foothold.
There it is.
Just
not enough.
Not enough.
Meanwhile, Toby.
Yeah, Toby's struggling a little bit over on M1. It looks like he just kind of got sucked into trying a beater that maybe wasn't the right one for him. So we'll see if he can have a moment, regroup, and maybe sort
long way
himself
to
out.
go as well. See if he changes. No, he's sticking with it.
I think you can make that work.
For sure.
He's got 2 minutes left. He can make it work.
Question is...
It's interesting that he hasn't even tried the toe hook.
Exactly, yeah.
But again, like you said, by being so strong, you do have a little bit of margin. You can do things a little bit wrong sometimes. So maybe that's almost like working against him in this situation.
Yeah. Erin's back on and smashing that move every time now.
Yeah.
I think if she can move through here a little bit more efficiently, she might be in with a shot.
It's possible that she maybe didn't rest quite enough after her previous attempt.
She looks a bit powered out.
Yeah, it took a little bit more out of her than maybe she thought. And I think she had time to rest longer then.
Still 1 minute 30 on the clock.
Yeah.
And the on-screen clock is a little bit delayed. There's about 1:15 left, so she does need to get around this. This is probably going to be our last go, realistically, given how long it takes to climb the boulder. We may have cursed Toby as well, having
Hey
commented.
man, we didn't do anything.
No,
he did that to himself.
Here she goes. Love this transition around the corner. It's really, really
so
cool.
Careful.
Here she goes. She's got to come in. Oh no. Toby checking the clock. He needs to regroup.
Yeah, he's looking a little frustrated here.
No doubt. No doubt. I think this is where maybe, you've got to remember he is still really, really young, Toby. And, perhaps, although he's so experienced at comps, like maybe regrouping and trying some alternative beater.
I think this is the same also for Erin as well. She is a seasoned competitor and she has been doing really well this year and last year.
He's figured it out. Toby just figured it out.
But she is still very young, and perhaps a more seasoned competitor would have rested and just had one more attempt on that blue boulder, the first boulder. But still, a really good effort, and she did really well on that boulder.
Yeah, and so we've had 2 women top to zone on the first climb, and then in the men's competition we've just had 3 tops. And basically, if you got to zone on the men's boulder, you got to top, essentially.
Our athletes onto the second boulders, Mia Cameron and Helen Stowe.
Give you a little bit of background. The competition wall here is a really long section, and we're over on the far right-hand side now. We're going to climb side by side. Women onto T3 slab.
Yeah, the women get a little bit of a break with their arms.
And the guys onto some compression mauling volumes.
I think Dylan looked like he wanted to be a little bit higher on those holds
Yeah.
to hold him.
Didn't look like he gave it enough beans there. Needs to probably go a bit harder.
Thea was close on this first move.
Yeah, I'd really like these Vesi grips.
Yeah, I think you have to be quite precise with them. They're not. There's a large area of holdable hold, but obviously it has like certain bits which are better than other bits. So
Yeah.
it's not that obvious which bits you have to hold and which bits you don't. I think also these are new holds, I believe, so the competitors won't be familiar with them.
Yeah, the Vesis are featured first on the World Cups last year for the first year, I think, and gradually making their way over into the UK. So good opportunity for all these guys who are going to be competing internationally this year to be familiar with the right grips. Huge shout out to the hold sponsors, Dark Ventures and Beta Setting, for providing the guys with the best grips. It makes such a big difference, doesn't it, Michaela, to know grips at competitions.
Yeah, because then you can instantly go to what the right bit is. You haven't got to spend loads of time like fumbling around on the hold, like which bit is the good bit.
Yeah,
And then you also know how hard a hold, like a move, should feel based on like how hard that hold is to hold. The Vesi, is that, are they made by Gregor Vezonik?
exactly.
Yeah, the Slovenian,
Yeah, really cool shapes.
Won a World Cup once, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He's not bad at climbing.
No.
But yeah, we can just see Dylan is taping up his fingers. I mean,
we got a bleeder.
we got a bleeder, I think.
Yeah,
But
well.
I feel for the guys on this round, because the first two boulders, again, are sort of dynamic, relatively dynamic boulders, so you're moving quickly to holds. That's going to absolutely batter the skin.
Those particular holds are very rough, and if they are new, which I think they are going to take a lot out of your skin.
Yeah.
And the second you have tape on your fingers like he does,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be so much harder.
You've got to be twice as good as the boulder, essentially.
Here we go. Thea is making some progress on women's two. Looks like she just needs to get that foot up a little bit higher. If she could make a little bit more space there.
Yeah, she didn't quite get the weight onto the feet.
Yeah. I think she was being a little, like her right hand was taking up a lot of the space in that volume, so she didn't have enough space to get her foot up there.
I think Dylan is struggling with skin, but also maybe just getting a little powered out as well.
Yeah, I think he's 16. I think maybe doesn't quite have the same level of power as some of the other competitors that we have.
Thea's figured out the sequence perfectly. Having to go left to go right, basically.
Yeah. It's interesting when
Here she
when
goes.
set those sorts of things. Because you obviously, as a climber, you're tempted to take the most direct route to the top, but sometimes that's not the best
nice.
way.
And Dylan holding the swing, but basically got to campus up now. I think you're right. I think it's a multi-move dyno, like a 1-2-3 to grab the zone. Because there's absolutely no feet. So if you stop on those first two greens, you're just...
or maybe you could swing your body to get that momentum.
For sure. It just looks like with them both being essentially cycles that you haven't really got anything to create the downward force to then pull you up.
It'd be cool if we see someone do the 1-2-3 on it.
For sure.
I think Nathan likes this sort of thing.
Yeah, and again, maybe just being a bit more strategic with the amount of goes as well is going to help.
Yeah.
I think this one will suit Holly.
Yeah, I
She
think Holly
tends
will
to-
enjoy this one, yeah. She's a very, very good technical climber.
Although just looking at her fingertips, looks like there's a couple taped up.
She does have thin skin.
I think we have just got a chief judge brushing a hold. We may have some excess blood on the hold, perhaps.
Yeah, this is a rule that came in a couple of years ago now. It used to be that if there was blood on the holds, you just kept climbing.
Yeah.
Chuck a bit of chalk in there, jobs are good. But now if you're bleeding, you're not allowed to continue unless you tape your fingers up.
Yeah. And I think Dave Barons is going to get some kind of brush to put some water on and wash it off. The clock is paused for these guys, so we'll start.
I think also because of the because of the way that the holds have changed, have more of these macro holds and less of the sort of traditional resin holds, it just has been so much more tough on the skin for these competitors.
Also, doing a 30-block qualifying tour doesn't help, unlike at a World Cup.
Yeah, but like back in the day, you know, you do the Climbing Works International, which is sort of 30. That's also a 30-block qualifier, semi-final and final, and you wouldn't get people going through their fingers because of the holds. The holds are different. But
a lot of teetering around corners.
Macros, you've got like volumes, like really, really rough holds.
Okay, so we're counting them down. We've got 5 seconds in, and then they're going to start.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
So both seasoned pros going to give it another good brush, get them holds in good nick.
Yeah, I think for a lot of the next female competitors, they really have to sort of regroup after not really getting anywhere on the first boulder and like make the second boulder count, because I think this one is toppable.
Absolutely.
And, if they can make it to the top, then they'll be back in the game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see how Holly goes. She was very disappointed after the first climb. Nathan smashing it first try. There we go.
Looking good on the dual text.
So Nathan topped the first boulder as well. So if he can get a top here, staring down this slot, super difficult finish move. Yeah, that is a hard finish.
I mean, I think it looked like he looked at the high heel, but he didn't like it.
Yeah, I think the right hand again was just a little bit too slopey to allow him to get the heel up. But maybe he just didn't grab it right.
Maybe he needed to get up on it a little bit more to make the heel work, or maybe the heel is just hard for him.
Yeah.
Holly looking good now. Yeah, no problem getting that foot up. Ooh, almost jinxed her there.
Yeah, here she goes. Teetering across.
Nice.
Really smooth through here. I think needs to be positive with the feet first, maybe. We shall find out.
I think you just gotta keep aware of where your balance is on the wall.
Yeah.
She's very good at that. So. And
then go hit the right part of this last hold, just out of view from your screen, but it's another one of these slopey pinches.
Yeah.
There it is. So,
from Holly.
Second try for Holly. That's going to fill her with confidence again. She was really disappointed after not topping the first climb, but that's going to put her straight back into contention.
Yeah, I think it will jump her up into first place for the time being.
Absolutely.
Since we haven't had any tops so far.
Yeah, just 2 zones in the female round on the first boulder.
Nathan knows he hasn't got too many attempts on this one, so he's taking his time.
Yeah, super smart.
Yeah, so he did use a bit of the momentum from the first one to get the second
got to go quick. Whoa! Wowzers.
I think we'll see him maybe have one more attempt at this boulder.
Yeah. He knows how to do this boulder now. Super fluid through there. I know he's been working a lot on his sort of coordination moves and spending a lot of time with Captain Cutloose himself down in London, just trying to really bed in all of that dynamic coordination stuff.
Yeah.
He's obviously really strong on the board and a well-rounded climber, but that definitely has been something he's wanted to work on.
Well, he's always been like pretty good at the coordination stuff. Yeah,
for sure. But like,
I think if he has one weakness, it would probably be the slabs.
Yeah. I don't think he's weak at anything, but like in the grand scheme of things, like it's relative. Yeah. Here we go. Bit slower on this go.
Yeah.
Come on, Nate. Staring down the barrel.
Oh.
So annoying.
So close. So close.
You just know if that hold wasn't blocked, he'd have got it.
Yeah.
You've got to be super precise on the dead point.
Yeah. Just have to have a little bit more time to sneak it in there. I wonder if we'll see anyone do the heel.
Yeah, I mean, the way he was floating through that, I'm sure we'll see other people get up high.
Yeah.
It's just who's maybe got that little bit extra skin and tension. Kind of feel, I know we jinxed Toby earlier, but I feel like that's the kind of thing that he might be able to do.
Yeah, I think this problem looks more like something that he'll be able to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be hard for him to come back from not doing that first boulder for sure.
Yeah. So Nathan Whaley leading the field currently with a top on M1 and a zone on M2, but still 5 climbers to come out on this second boulder. Here goes Jamie.
Jamie making this move look not too difficult.
Absolute path.
Yeah.
Going, using a lot of power here, moving slowly. Maybe just needs to speed it up a bit. Here we go. Get those knees out of the way.
Going for the high heel.
Super clever.
Yeah, looks like it will
Slowing
work
that
for him.
move down.
Oh. Just looked like he needed to get a little bit higher up on that heel. I think he should probably just rest, and then now he knows what to do.
Again, another one who's got multiple fingers taped.
So bad.
So bad. And we've still got 2 boulders to go.
Yeah. I mean, also a men's 4, if you have taped fingers, is going to be...
Yeah.
At least M3 is on your feet.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of teetering across on M3 on the left-hand side.
Emma struggling slightly with the start of F2. Looks like she's not quite sure what she wants to do.
Yeah, the best method we've seen is that sort of pull on and then head left to come back right. That looked really smart.
Yeah, the left hand and then right hand plant. And then
She's
coming
starting
back to
with
match.
the inverse feet this time. I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be, but we shall see. Worth a try.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Satisfy curiosity.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Has she tried the hand plant? I'm not sure.
I don't think she's tried going up with the left yet.
Yeah. I think she tried just going up with the left and not doing the hand plant. I think it'd be quite difficult to make that move work the way that she's trying it, just with the right hand. Because both of your left hand and your left foot really aren't on anything, so that barn door is just...
And the right one's not great either, the foothold.
Inescapable.
Yeah. Jamie pulling on. 1 minute 15 left on the clock, so...
Oh, he looks a little more tired this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just struggling to keep tension through the hands. I'm enjoying his style though, really controlled, powerful, high feet. Super impressive. Come on.
Yeah, I think he just looked tired on that go.
For sure.
He really wants to do it, but
I think it may be a bridge too far.
Yeah, I think after all the climbing they've done this weekend, that is a very powerful move.
Yeah, I think he had his best go on that first attempt.
Yeah. Having one more Hail Mary go.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Come on, stick with it.
Come on, Jamie Jenkins, let's go!
So impressive, lining it up without the high heel. Whoa! Last go, best go.
Man,
Amazing.
I have said this before about this guy. I sort of counted him out on the first boulder in the semi-final. I was like, this guy isn't doing this boulder, and then he just sort of...
He's legit.
Got it out of nowhere, so yeah. Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely smashed it, just straight into that slot.
Yeah, I guess...
he picked it like a lot. Yeah.
Plucked it out of nowhere. Yeah, super impressive when you see people just able to fight that extra little bit.
Particularly after having such 2 intensive goes with the other beater.
I know, he looked so gassed.
He looked properly gassed.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just a bit more fluid, loosey-goosey kind of...
just went for it.
Yeah, it just loosened him up to go for the slot.
Yeah.
Dynamically.
Awesome.
So we've seen tops on M1 and M2 now, but as yet no. Yes, we have had a top on F2, but not on F1.
Oh no, not on F1. Yeah, close, but no top.
Close, but no top. So if Jen can come in here with another top like Holly Tutil, she'll be right back in contention. She was one of quite a few of the women that didn't manage to get the zone on the first climb.
quite sure what she wanted to do there.
Yeah, Aiden mauling these volumes.
Yeah, Aiden's going for the high heel method.
High
I think
heel.
he can do it like this. He's
Yeah.
very good on his feet.
That's impressive.
Very good.
So that's 2 tops, 2 flashes for
Two
Aiden.
flashes, yeah. That will put him in a really
good spot.
position. Yeah.
Same with Jen. She's straight in on this climb.
Yeah, just
Going-
like struggling to get that foot up a little bit.
Yeah, she's going very, very direct.
Mm.
Probably because she is super strong.
Yeah,
Just
she
feeling
looks
confident.
looks like she wished like she was doing a little bit more stretching.
Yeah,
Maybe done a bit more yoga.
yeah. But no, she was super high up on the left-hand shoulder. That was impressive.
Yeah. No, I think next time she will maybe make a little bit more room on that right hand hold and.
Yeah. I always like those boulders where you kind of you learn something new on every try. You know, it's quite a progressive climb.
Yeah. It's just whether you have enough time within the 5 minutes to sort of learn all the intricacies. And you saw Holly when she was on it. She was on the boulder for quite a long time, just sort of trying different things and seeing what was going to work and what wasn't going to work. Not quite committing to exactly one beater until she was sure.
Yeah.
Which is it's cool to see.
So here goes Jen again, lining up this first move, left hand, right hand
Really
palm.
good.
Yeah,
Looks like
she's
gonna
got it
try and
dialed
shuffle
now.
that hand a little bit more so she has a bit more space.
Yeah, the old alley
Yeah,
on
there
the
we
foot
go.
there, she's in
Yeah,
now.
she knew she didn't have enough space last time.
She's got to be super chill through the hands, keep the weight driving through. We saw Holly Two-Tail go up to the next one like this,
Nice
then
little
shuffling the
thumb.
feet.
Little thumb press there.
That's it. Come on,
Looking
Jen.
good.
Staring down the barrel now. Give it some. Come on, Jen. Nicely done.
Nice. Yeah, Jen, very strong climber, but also very good on her feet.
Yeah.
And I remember when she started competing, she was definitely more of a sort of slab queen, and then got really strong. And but that sort of slab technique doesn't really leave you.
Yeah. So tops coming in thick and fast now, which is good. We've got Diane Akhtar and Eugenie Lee coming out onto the second boulders, so we're almost halfway through the final round.
I think this is the sort of climb which I think Eugenie will like a little bit more than the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely should suit her. She's definitely one for the slab climb normally.
Yeah, very good slab climber. Quite tall, so she can sort of reach more comfortably into some of these positions, I think, rather than having to sort of tiptoe.
Yeah. Diane as well, prepping these grips, knows the boulder goes.
Diane is a strong climber, definitely capable of doing this one.
For sure. See which sequence he goes for. We've seen 2 methods for this final move on the men's climb. Either a high left heel or a lower toe, and sort of going more dynamically for the slot.
I think if you're strong enough, then the heel is definitely a more
Secure.
safe.
Yeah.
I think Diane is strong enough.
Yeah, he looks like he's got plenty in the tank.
Yeah.
He qualified in first position in the qualifier yesterday. And going for the high heel. Super strong.
Easy.
Made that look like an absolute path.
Yeah.
Very impressive. So we've seen, I think, all but one of the men top this second climb.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, skin seemed to be an issue for, I forget who. Our first,
Nathan and Dylan. Skin was an issue for Dylan.
and then Nathan just dropped, yeah.
Nathan looked like maybe the flexibility for that high heel. He wasn't able to pull on it properly.
Yeah, you're right.
A little bit more flexibility might have helped him in that situation.
Eugenie also just not quite reading it like we thought she would. Still, we've got 2 minutes 15 on the clock, plenty of time. She'll know to really make the goes count. You can just see, I feel like if she just gave it a bit more through the feet so she could hit that left hold on a bent arm rather than straight arm and engage it.
She's not doing the palm press.
Yeah.
I think maybe she's climbing a little bit too conservatively on that move. Not sort of sometimes if you think about it too much, you don't let your body just do the thing that it wants to do.
Come on, Jenny. Alley-oop. There you go. Nicely done. She hit that left arm much better on a 90-degree bend, so she could engage it and pull.
Yeah, impressive without the palm press.
Let's see how she goes. Got to be careful. 120 left on the clock, so can't go too quick and waste this go. She's going to go bump. Yeah, nice. Foot on. That's it. Nice and slow. Keep shuffling. She doesn't look like she's getting much out of that right hand.
Yeah.
You can see her handprint on that hold.
Yeah, that is
Super
sweaty,
greasy.
Sweaty palms.
Yeah.
I think she has time for another go.
Yeah, one good go. I just wonder, maybe if she could have shuffled that right hand up just a little bit. I know it's a narrower pinch, but maybe just puts a bit more distance between foot and hand, so it's easier to stand up.
Yeah, I think especially because she is a taller climber, she needs to make the box a little bit bigger for her, and maybe shuffling the hand up instead of matching over the top might have been easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, just they're looking a little bit tight on this climb.
Yeah, and powered out. I think she's going to be out of time now.
Yeah, I mean, hard to climb this climb fast.
Unlucky for her. Yeah, I think she's going to call it. She knows that was the opportunity missed. Fair play though, Jenny.
Unlucky.
Really unlucky on the first two climbs. So, results going all over the place in both categories.
Definitely a bit topsy-turvy.
You know, we had Toby absolutely smashing the semi-final, but not able to do the first climb. Let's see how he gets on the second. I think it'll suit him a little bit more.
It is going to be a bit of a hard road from here to get it back, though. So I think not topping that first border is going to. It's an uphill battle for him.
He's like the Iceman, though. His face stone cold, really impressive. No emotion. Stay on target, Toby.
I think a top here for Erin would be really good. It would put her in a good position.
For sure.
Yeah.
In fact, put her top, because only her and Thea got the zone on the first climb. So.
Yeah, and Thea wasn't quite able to make the top of this one.
No. Here goes Toby. First attempt. Nice and strong through that section. Plenty in the tank. Tends to be really strong open-handed as well. There we go.
Yeah, I mean that was just.
V2, dude. V2. Yeah. Yeah, very impressive from Toby. You can just see again, he's still livid about that first climb.
Yeah, he is. He's mad.
But, you know, what's the best way to get over it? A flash. He's taking his time going across the mats, having a cheeky peek.
Having a little bit of look on M3.
My man, cheeky peek time.
Well, I guess that one it'll be big for him.
Yeah. We've got plenty of time on this.
Erin sort of struggling a little bit on this first move here.
Yeah, we've seen everybody kind of at least have, you know, at least one go to figure this move out. It is tricky. Right foot in particular, not very positive.
Yeah, but
if it was just a little bit bigger, you'd absolutely be able to stand on it all day and drive through it.
I think it's really hard to hold that hold with just the one hand. I think that the palm press is kind of key. I know we saw Jenny do it without the palm press, but she is very tall.
Yeah. There it is.
And Erin's not even looking at it.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because there is a lot of chalk on that hold. So.
Yeah, but they might be reading it sort of as a bump after.
Possibly.
Yeah. I think also the blue plate that's on the starting black volume is very, very poor. It's not in cut, it's just a slopey nothing.
Nice.
So when she grabs this, she's finding it hard to engage.
Yeah, but it's also maybe that she feels so close to doing it that way that she doesn't want to change.
Exactly.
Yeah. Difficult start here.
Yeah, she really got to go big. I think she just needs to maybe take a bit of a break, brush it, prep it.
Think about it, but
yeah, she knows it goes as well, and she was one of the only competitors to get a zone on the last climb, so She knows if she could do this, it would put her in a really good position.
Yeah, but if she doesn't do it, it makes definitely shakes up the rankings a little bit, because we had two tops on this one.
Yep, Jen and Holly so far.
Yeah.
40 seconds on the clock. So it is still possible, but you can just see her with every go getting a little bit more frustrated. It is probably the most annoying thing in the world when you know you're capable of doing a climb, but you just can't execute.
Yeah, and sometimes it means that you don't necessarily think clearly.
Yeah.
Because you're so pissed off, so mad at yourself.
Here we go. There! Last go, figured out the palm press. That's going to be frustrating.
Yeah.
Think
Do you
she's going to power
yeah,
out.
I think she kind of knows.
Unlucky. Yeah. Smashes
you
the
can
wall.
See that she's angry.
Yeah. She's raging.
I mean,
absolutely raging.
Erin's a very, very, very emotional climber. Like she really cares about this. So yeah, you can see when she's angry.
Yeah. So we're just going to regroup a little bit. We're going to move all the judges and brushes, etc., down to the completely other side of the wall. The men are going to be on a teetery black slab, and the women are going to be going through the steep section of wall on big blue macros. So
This women's climb is a little bit of a backbreaker.
Yeah,
this press. Yeah, I mean those sorts of moves. They're
I love
so
them.
uncomfortable.
I know.
I like them, but they're so uncomfortable.
So the men going to get a bit of a break, probably on the arms, moving onto a slab. Really, really like the look of this women's problem, coming off the huge palm taiji hold, and then sort of slam dunking this EP macro on the black volume.
Yeah, I think you don't want to go too fast for that
There you go.
volume there.
Nice, Thea. Really strong first go. She can find this right position to transfer, sorry.
Yeah, she looks strong in there.
She does.
Yeah.
And I think this is the move, right?
Woo! Yeah, so I think
amazing.
it's really hard to jump out of that position because you're in such a tense position.
Compressed arms.
Yeah, like you end up like swinging out all the way. It's trying to absorb some of that swing is quite difficult.
And I think like if she hadn't have crossed over her hands on that EP volume, she probably maybe would have held the swing. She just sort of needed both hands where they were. I think if she could get the right hand a little bit further right to leave space for the left to come in, she might have more luck.
I think we were told by the route setters that it is possible to do a little bit of a palm press on the black volume as well, which might make that move a little bit easier, but it's not.
Yeah.
That is unconfirmed.
Dylan having a rough time on the slab as well, not quite getting the right position. This is really going to tire you out.
Yeah, because it is that jump out to the EP macro on the volume, and that's more of a learnt move, but you have to do a very sort of powerful section to get there. So yeah, every time you do that powerful section, it tires you out.
Yeah, you've got to be really efficient with your goes.
Yeah.
Dylan not quite finding the right position to start this climb yet. It's got to be a bit more positive.
Having a tough time.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it doesn't make much sense until you're sort of on it.
I think 16, first big senior finals, I think. More of a learning experience for him.
Yeah, and he's also really struggling on skin.
Yeah.
He's got multiple tips taped up now.
Which is going to be difficult on these not very good volumes.
But plenty of support here in the crowd for all the competitors. There must be 200 or so people watching, cheering.
Also
Good to see the local community supporting this event.
Thea just moving her shoulder around a little bit. That move is a very hard move on the shoulders. So
yeah, Dylan's on. He's on board now. Figured out the start position, and now we've got to transfer across. Hopefully he can teeter down. There it is. We get the old toe hook working in a sec.
oh
Oh man,
so hard.
so difficult. She is back on. Really, really working hard. Forearms, wrists, everything on that hold.
Yeah, really fighting on that.
Nice, much more
pressing
efficient.
movement.
She's got to go for it. Alley-oop. There it is.
Oh!
So close. Again, just she almost pulled her right hand off with the left hand.
Yeah, there was the backswing that really killed her.
Yeah.
30 seconds to go.
I think you got to call it there. 30 seconds to me.
She's
but
gonna have one more go. Because if she can get the zone on this one, which maybe
for sure.
maybe she has time.
Come on. Come on, Dylan.
Both these guys, 10 seconds to go. She's got
Yes.
it. Nice. And the zone.
Nice. See if she can motor to the top. I mean, we've been told that the top move is pretty hard on this
Yeah.
one as well, but looks like she is just going to run out of time. Heartbreaking for Thea there.
Yeah, you called it though. Last go, best go, definitely worth pushing on.
Yeah, she knew she could do it, that's the thing.
So she got the zone on the first climb and the third climb. But
And the second climb, then she did get the zone on
she
the
got the
second
zone.
climb. Yeah.
So
Took
3
a couple of
zones.
goes, but she did get it.
I think that currently puts her in a podium position because we've only had Jen
Two
and
tops.
Holly top. So she'll be the next one after that with 3 zones.
Yeah.
But
think so.
that's just in our supercomputer in the head.
Yeah.
We'll obviously have to wait for full results later.
Whale out on the slab.
Yeah. Here we go. Get on board, mate. Nicely done.
Oh,
You're in. And he's on board.
and he's off.
I think that
Off
just
board.
shows a bit of the experience there. He kind of read it straight away that you've got to go hard to get
Yeah.
on board just to start rather than trying to do it statically.
I think Holly looking pretty good on this this shouldery powerful section. Looks like she fits in that space pretty well.
Yeah, going for the slow pause.
Yeah.
It's a long way out of this. Try and get your hips
Yeah.
out early if you can. There it is.
Oh,
Oh.
very close for a first go. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
But also, surprised she didn't hurt her knee on the. She almost landed on a straight leg with one leg.
She landed okay. It was It's not a great fall, but could be worse.
Nathan, here we go. It's a bit bigger so you can span across that first section.
Yeah, it looks like he can get his foot sort of flat on that.
That's it.
So hard.
Got to figure out the shuffle. It's one of these climbs where you've got to find that right sequence to get through. With the hands, it's quite tricky. You take one position and you need it for the other hand. Holly going for it again. Yes!
Well held.
Smashed
well
it.
held.
2 minutes left on the clock, so as long as she doesn't rush this, she has a good chance of topping.
Yeah, she's got to do this big rock over move here.
Yeah, we know from what the route says have said, it's a hard transition
Yeah,
up on
ooh.
top.
Oh, keeping that heel is going to be
She's
pretty
got to stand it
horrible.
up, tag that volume
Oh, that is nasty.
on the left-hand side, maybe. There it is. Stand it up on the toes.
Damn,
That's impressive.
that's good.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Now, slow and steady, pure slab teeter to finish. She's got to go, but also go in control.
Oh, just a little bit too much there.
Yeah. Walks off the mat in disgust.
She's got time for another go though.
Yeah. Got to regroup quickly. I think she's looking for some tape, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another bleeder.
Oh,
Whaley not having a whale of a time over there.
no, he's certainly not in his element over on the slab.
Oh dear. So far we've not seen a zone on M3, but we've just seen Holly Tootill get the furthest on F3, just dropping the last hold.
I think
But
if she can make it past the jump this time, I think she has a pretty good chance of making to the top, because she knows kind of what she has to do now.
and she's taped up. Come on, Holly. Give it everything.
Oh, just not hitting
man.
that hold right.
Yeah. She's going again though. Fair play. 30 seconds.
Got to give it everything.
Nathan wound it up. Fair play to both these guys, really giving it everything. Come on, come on. No,
Again,
just
she was just
too
too
greedy.
far on the left of that
15
hold.
seconds, you got to call it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think she's bleeding as well, so.
Yeah. Fair play.
Oh. Nathan laughing there.
Yeah, he's always smiling. That's one thing I like about Nathan.
Yeah.
Holly bleeding through the fingertips everywhere.
Profusely.
Yeah. Remember, everyone, this is the third round of climbing in 2 days. They had 30 boulder problems yesterday to qualify. Semi-final round earlier today, and now in the final. Massive respect to get it through this far. So good to be here. First major event on the UK comp calendar, Plywood Masters. Then we got Quiff in a couple of weekends' time, and then the World Cup season's going to kick off. So such good preparation for all these athletes.
I think the boulders here, I think, are
Good standard.
as hard as the ones in the Quiff, if not potentially harder. I know that last year the boulders were a similar level, and I think two tops was enough to win. Two tops. Yeah. And
there's no gimmies.
No.
So we got Jamie Jenkins fully on board.
Yeah, getting established pretty quickly on this.
Yeah, he looks super chill so far. Working his way through this section really nicely.
Emma looking a little big in this box.
Yeah. That's the knowledge from the route setters on this M3, where the transfer involves using a tow hook. You've got to sort of lean across and then get a tow hook in to allow you to hold that right hand catch and
Where's the tow
work
hook?
across.
On the start hold?
Yeah. Oh, no, on the right hand.
On the right?
The first one that you step across to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma taking the low road here because I think when she was up higher she just felt a little bit sort of squished.
Yeah, but she's going to have to push that out.
Yeah.
Holly's method was super chill. I think with her size, she could just fit in the pocket and then pause on the big black volume to just allow her center of gravity out before
Yeah, I think
going.
so. I think Emma, when she gets up like that, her body she has to be out of the cheetah hold.
Yeah.
Whereas Holly sort of fit nicely in that space, so it's not always better to be taller.
No, I'm pretty sure it all comes out in the wash eventually. Different problems suit you. Come on.
She also has a lot of tape. I think I can see, at least on her right hand, she has 3 fingertips taped.
Damn.
Yeah, that's 3 out of 5. And then on the left, there's 2. So, yeah, I mean, she's
having a rough time.
Is that 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely like operating at half capacity with the fingers here.
Well, the good news is after this, they've only got a really steep, powerful, finger-dependent problem to do.
Yeah. I mean, it helps to have skin on those holds because they are weirdly not that grippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, we've not seen a top on either of these M3 or F3. Holly Tutil got the closest, just dropping the last hold.
Jamie managing to
see if
drop
he can
his
throw the
heels
toe.
really well. Just a little bit rushed on that.
That's definitely the method.
Yeah. You got to keep your heels low on those volumes.
Yeah.
Even when you're matching feet, it can be hard to do sometimes.
Emma's not having fun on this third boulder. Just 50 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure how much longer she's going to stick with it. She knows she's capable of doing it, so I imagine she'll keep going. But
yeah, she'll keep trying it.
So see if Jamie can transition.
Yeah, really persisting with this low method. I think she's just getting a bit stuck there.
Yeah. So difficult to generate off bent, compressed knees.
Yeah, totally frog-legged.
Yeah, you need to be past 90 to engage your quads.
Yeah.
Jamie, sticking it, but needs to move the feet at the same time to make it work. Fair play to both of these guys. Really giving it everything, but no dice. Get the next rotation out shortly.
up next? We've got Jen Wood.
Jen and Aiden. Aiden's been dominating the final so far. 2 flashes on M1 and M2. Let's see what he's got on this.
Yeah, I think Aiden has a decent chance on this boulder. He's pretty good on the slabs, pretty good on his feet. So just whether he can stay calm and
read the little sequence for the feet. Yeah. Jen as well, imagine will find it okay getting up through this powerful shoulder section.
Yeah, Jen is a powerful climber, and I think she'll fit pretty well in the box.
Let's count the fingers. I see 2 on the right taped up. How many on the left?
Well, it looks like she has maybe all
She's
of her
okay.
left. Yeah,
She's
fine,
okay
yeah.
on the left. Right. No excuses, Jen. You're in.
Come on, Jen.
Yeah, Jen's on board, pushing up, engaging the quad.
Come on.
Gotta stay relative.
God, the arm bar.
The forearm bar.
Come on, Jen.
No,
I don't know if that's. Oh God.
I do not approve.
Yeah.
Although making it work. Fair play.
Oh, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pause on this next one or go big.
Oh,
She went for the one-hander.
I don't know if she's gonna get that with one hand.
Yeah, the old
She's
slam
strong.
dunk.
She's strong. Not
But
that
she
strong.
that's strong.
Yeah.
Aiden looking really nice, teetering across.
Yeah, looking pretty good. And it's,
Oh,
just
just-
couldn't quite get the level of contact that he needed on that foothold.
Just tried to adjust the foot and bounced himself off it.
Yeah, as he moved it kind of went more from a smear to a bit of an edge and just
Yeah.
slipped right off there.
You're out of there.
Yeah.
But still later time, 2 minutes 30. Made good progress on the first couple of tries. Knows what to do, I think. Same with Jen. If she can figure out a slightly more efficient way, maybe. Yeah, using her hand.
Oh,
She's
no,
gone
going-
back to the
going-
bar
going
again.
for the arm bar again.
Fair play, Jen.
Better the devil you know.
That is going to leave a bruise.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah. Come on, Jen. Slow it down. Ali. Oh!
Yeah, really close.
Just couldn't
really
hold it on
close
the way
from
back
Jen.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think she has a good chance of doing this climb.
Yeah, I think if she can nail the jump next go, she's got 1:50, so one good try, I think.
Yep.
Same for Aiden. Really needs to keep heels down. Right heel in particular, just to drive through.
Really being careful there.
Come on, keep it down. First guy to
yes.
transition. Really strong climbing here. But no,
This
just-
looks like he was a little bit. Looked like he got a little bit stressed. Looked a little bit ahead of himself on that boulder.
Looked like he was skating on ice.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah. I think
getting
maybe,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he needed to take a little bit more time and consider his position.
Yeah.
But I think he'll have one more good attempt on this boulder, so
Yeah, we've got 1:10.
hopefully we have time to make it count.
Regrouping. He's just cooling his hands down. He's got a portable hand fan. Just getting a fractionally cooler hand. Maybe that will help. There we go. Come on, Aiden. Keep those heels down. All the way through the feet. Really good looking boulder this.
Come on, Aiden.
Tee to town. Come on, Aiden. That's it. Nicely done. Tiptoe across.
So hard
Right
to stay
toe.
relaxed.
Got to get around now.
Looks good. Looks good.
Come on. First person to secure zone on M3. Press it out to the top.
He wants to go slow here.
Come on, Aiden.
Really needs to get a top to secure his place. He's got 15 seconds left, so got to be quick. Come on. 10 seconds.
Come on, Aiden.
Now or never, Aiden. Come on, buddy. Yes, my dude. On the buzzer.
Amazing top from Aiden. Yeah, the route setters, they said that you needed to go fast on that move, but Aiden proving that if you've got the slab skills, you
Yeah.
can
Not if you're a wad.
Yeah.
Just go slow.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He is absolutely dominating so far then. The first person to get zone and top on M3, but also the first person to get 3 tops in this competition.
Yeah, it puts him in a really, really good position going into
Gives
the
him a
last
good
boulder.
buffer. Yeah. So now it's all on Diane and Toby to keep pace. Toby had a massive disappointment on the first boulder, not getting a top, but smashing the second. Diane is the closest. He got 2 tops so far, but he'll need this to keep pace.
I think Toby, the last boulder, will suit Toby really well, but he's really going to need to. He's going to need to get this boulder.
Yeah, for sure.
To keep himself in the fight for first.
Jenny pulling on for her first attempt. Prep the holds nicely. She's gone the low method just to turn that hand, which is pretty smart because it allows her to get some good shoulder opposition going. But at some point you've got to release the left hand. There's a sweet spot.
Also not massively liking this box, but yeah, she's able to sort of
hopefully she's going to pause
into it.
Pause on the black one maybe, or just go big.
Oh
man,
really
that was good.
First attempt. Really good first attempt.
Really, really confident. I always like a final format where we can focus on just 2 athletes on 2 boulders.
Yeah, it is good. It can go a little bit slow sometimes, but no, there's been a lot of action.
Yeah,
in this
we've seen a lot of tops today.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that the scores have really moved around quite a lot. We've had different athletes topping different boulders, and it's made it a little bit hard to sort of tell who's in the lead at the moment. But
absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely changed around a lot.
Nice shuffling from Diane. Again,
very
just
impressive on that slab. Yeah,
second guy to get across here. Really nicely done.
Yeah, looking a lot more relaxed.
Same for Jenny. She's held the swing.
Yeah, really good for Jenny here.
If she can get a top here, she'd put herself in with a really good shout of keeping pace. She didn't, unfortunately, get a top on the first 2. Here goes Diane. Nicely done.
Diane looking
keeping
really,
pace,
really relaxed on that
keeping
slab.
pace with Aiden with 3 tops.
Yeah.
But Aiden with slightly fewer attempts, I believe.
Oh, Jenny did not like standing up on that heel, which I do not blame her, because standing up on a heel is always
It looked
really
like
horrible.
a really small area for her to get into as well there.
So when you stand up on the heel, you don't have anywhere near the same control or sensitivity as when you stand up on the toe. You kind of just have to trust that it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
Which at that height feels kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair play to Holly for standing up on that heel like it was nothing.
Nobody's topped this female 3 problem yet. We saw Holly Tootill painstakingly drop the top. And then
so close. Had 2 hands on the top pole, but just too much momentum.
Yeah.
Come on, Eugenie. All the UK, let's help her out. Come on,
got 45 seconds left for Eugenie, so
come on, Eugenie.
still time to smash it, hopefully.
Definitely her last attempt.
Come on, Eugenie. Come on, Eugenie.
Climbing really well through this section, keeping tension. Plenty in the tank. Nicely done.
Really good.
Come on.
Yeah, she's climbing really well this evening.
See if she goes with the heel again.
Yeah.
She is going to go with the heel and just try and make that heel work.
There it is. Much more.
Yeah, come on.
Tag the volume with your left. Come on.
You can see it. She does not like it, but she is going to make it work.
We've got 10 seconds left, so she needs to be super quick. Turn the left to a toe. Right one on. Come on, Jenny.
Yeah.
Come on, Jenny.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the fumble on the buzzer.
I had such a shame, because if she had a little bit more time there, she would have had more time to set herself up right. I definitely think that she could have done that top move.
2 seconds more and she'd have done it, I think.
10 seconds more. 10 seconds. You need enough time to put yourself in the right position. But yeah, just a little bit more time. Yeah, I think both of these athletes really have to fight on this one to get themselves back into it.
For sure. So we've got a new rotation.
Erin McNeese, Toby Roberts, your top qualifiers. Erin straight on this boulder.
Yeah. Pressing out this volume. That's some impressive shoulder strength to transfer. See what method she goes for. Oh, yeah, stay on the undercut if you can.
Come on, Erin.
Maybe pause. Boom.
Very, very strong.
Impressive flash there to this point. Zonal flash will really help. She looks super cash, plenty in the tank. She
yeah,
can get
really strong.
Super smart, turning to a toe first as well.
I think it's harder to do that step up with the toe, but it does.
There it is.
It does
it's
put
going to
yourself
shortcut
in
the
a
rest.
better position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Erin.
Yeah,
nice
looking
and slow.
really good here.
I mean, this is on the flash go, so 3 minutes plus. If she just takes her time.
Enough time to set up for this correctly.
For sure. Nice and slow. Here we go. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's why she's the champ from last year.
Yep.
Super composed. She was so disappointed not to do the second climb.
Really, really good to come back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She still doesn't look happy, even though she just absolutely topped that boulder that nobody else could do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think doing that boulder, flashing that boulder in particular, will put her right back in the fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Toby pulling on again. Didn't have a good time on the first boulder, so needs to do this. Diane and Aiden have both topped so far, so he knows it's possible.
Just needs to trust that foot.
Yeah, going higher this time. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Takes a bit of the speed out of that.
Oh, very, very nice though.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Like, it's got such good collateral ligament strength in his hand. He's very good open-handed. See if he can keep his heels down to get that foot round. Nice. Keeping composed.
Looking pretty good here.
Yeah, I think if he can just keep cool. He's trying to figure out the right body position, where he wants to be.
He's got enough time.
Yeah, shuffling his foot round.
Oh, he's really trying to crimp the edge of that.
Yeah.
Really wants the crimp there.
He knows what to do. He's transferring really well. Locked out knee now, so he's got a pistol squat this out. Come on, Toby. Crimping the back of the volume.
Crimping the edge of the volume.
Like a absolute fiend.
Ah.
So I think that was maybe second or third try. I didn't catch the start. We were watching Emma, I think, on her folder.
Yeah, I think it took a few tries to do it. So I think that means that realistically for the men, I think it will be him, Diane, and Aiden.
Yeah, fighting it out on this boulder.
Fighting it out on this boulder.
Aiden looking. I mean, it depends if we get tops. If this boulder is as hard as we think it is, Aiden's got a really good shout because he basically did the first three very, very quickly. 2 flashes and then 1 second go, I think.
But if anyone has a chance of doing this boulder, I would say it would be Toby.
Who needs to do it to get 3 boulders.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't topped the first one. So.
And he needs to do it pretty quickly because it took him a few attempts on that slab. So
and the same
we'll see.
In the women's competition, any kind of top from somebody else would put them straight into contention. We've only so far seen 1 top on the 3rd climb in the female category and 2 tops on the 2nd climb, so all to play for.
Yeah, so your three climbers that have tops are
Jen Wood,
Holly Toothill, and Erin McNeese.
Exactly. Here we go. I love these contact holds. They're super cool shapes.
They are pretty good. Yeah, this looks like a fun problem.
This is a you problem, right?
Yeah, I would enjoy this problem. Yeah. Toe hooks, power. Looks like fun. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
nothing too modern.
On the men's side, teetering across on this massive black volume.
Dylan's just sort of
like
questing,
living his best life.
At least he didn't have to use his skin.
That's it. Thea keeping good tension through this section.
This
change of beta.
Yeah, going slightly road.
Yeah, a bit not how the route setters intended it. It was right hand to that first crimp, left hand out, and then flip back with your right hand.
I think it could be done that way.
For sure.
I think if you could get that left hand and you could maybe just like slam up into the underquing.
The feet.
You have to be pretty strong and like very good at like narrow compression.
And quick with the feet to get higher up on the feet.
Yeah. But it could be done that way.
Totally. He's got so many fingers taped on this.
Yeah, it looks like he's just using his like very fingernails a little bit on the edge of those box volumes.
Yeah. Slowly teetering his way through this roof section. Looks like an absolute mission to get established. Yeah, he's gassed. He's pretty gassed, his face.
His face is like, really?
Yeah. Still, awesome effort. 3 rounds, making it all the way through.
Yeah.
Respect.
No, he'll be tired tomorrow morning, definitely. Thea taking her time with attempts on this boulder. I think it's a wise choice because it is such a powerful boulder right at the end of the round.
Yeah. Rootset has made some tweaks to this boulder when they were putting it up, slightly changing the feet position. They're adding in this left foot volume, trying to take a bit of the sting out of the move.
Thea does look tired.
Yeah, I mean, 50 seconds to go. She's probably had 5 tries on this section now, so yeah. The guys are gassed. Yeah, huge respect to keep the energy levels all the way through.
Yeah, especially if you're fighting really. She made pretty good progress on all of these boulders and had loads of really good attempts. So.
Here we go, Thea. Come on. Yes, that's the knowledge. Just looks like she's a bit powered out to keep the extension.
Yeah, she does look a little bit powered out on this boulder.
I think that's 10 seconds to go.
I think at this point she's just trying to get the zone.
Yeah.
Trying to make some kind of progress here. Just not enough power.
That's it. Fair play. That's a good weekend's work for those guys.
Good round for Thea. She did well.
Just seen Dylan walking past chatting to Dave Barrington, the chief, Max Ayrton, smirking away at their creation. Let's see what the Whaley thinks about this.
I think he'll be taking his stride.
And Holly looking focused as ever. She's always super intense with her climbing. Interesting start position. Nathan's smiling, not quite sure what to do. What do I do?
Yeah, also looks a little big in that box there.
Yeah. Feel like you maybe want your feet towards the edge.
I'm just going to do like a full 360 here
there
to try and get in the right place. Oh, there we go.
He's in.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay, keep oh.
And he's out.
There you go. Holly.
Yeah, Holly also, another of those climbers, done a lot of work on sort of powerful boulders.
Yeah, looking super
made loads
tight.
of progress on that. Looking strong.
No. Right hand there, Holly. See if she does it the harder way. That's impressive.
Looks like she could make something happen here.
That is not a very good undercut she's got with her left hand.
She made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to keep
pushing.
Keep pushing up.
Wowzers.
Just couldn't quite get that narrow compression to work for her.
I wonder if she'll switch method or stick with that.
I think she might stick with that method, because she was really close and she wasted a little bit of energy lower down, moving her feet around a little bit. So I think if she has a good rest and then maybe tries it that way again, I think it could work for her.
Yeah.
I think it has more probability than the other way for her actually.
Yeah. Nathan, meanwhile,
is just
in a world
having a
of
terrible
pain.
time.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I mean, that's how everyone wants to end their Sunday evening, right? Just like squirming around on some
I know,
horrendous volume.
Sometimes you just get on a boulder and you just can't go anywhere. And
it always sucks when it's the first move, though, right?
Yeah, and you just feel like an absolute idiot.
Yeah, it's like, what am I missing? I know I'm missing something.
I mean, you've got 4 minutes of just being out in front of a crowd, just like, what am I doing?
With my life.
Really, like, makes you look at yourself. Like, look at the choices that you've made that brought you here.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, man. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a long, hard look at his life choices, isn't he?
Here goes Holly again. Really, really working through there. Super strong.
Yeah, looks like she's going to go
Same
with that
sequence.
method again.
Yeah.
If she can get that foot up,
Yeah.
really
Come on, Holly.
good. She just
You've got to
needs
try hard.
like,
Drive
get
through the feet.
around that way.
Yeah.
And then,
I think if she could step through that left foot to create a bit more opposition on
just got
the
to
right arm.
push with your shoulders
Yeah.
loads. I mean, it's hard.
Good bit of backseat climbing from us here today. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, that is the kind of move that I actually really enjoy. That
Yeah.
like pushing with the shoulder move. But
Come on, Nathan, make it work.
Oh man, Nathan Whaley just.
he's
not-
having a terrible time, isn't he?
I really hope this isn't an anticlimax for the guys. Both competitors so far to try this have not done a move yet.
Yeah, I mean, I have sort of mixed feelings about this sort of boulder.
Holly pumping up the crowd for her last go. 20 seconds to go.
Trying to move a little bit more quickly this time.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, at this
Yeah.
point, she's just going for the
She
jump.
changed her beater.
I just think that method isn't going to work for her.
No, she's gassed.
Yeah.
Fair play, Holly. Good effort this weekend.
Really, really strong effort.
I think she'll be frustrated all the way down to the wire.
Nathan's trying the donkey kick.
He's kicking the boulder.
Round of applause. Holly Tutil and Nathan Whaley.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see if any of the guys can find the sweet spot on this. It obviously exists. You know, the route setters will have done it.
I think we're going to see some of the climbers later on that are able to somehow wiggle their way out of this corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 more left after these guys to come through. We're on the last boulder of the day. All still to play for in both sides of the competition. Optimistic from him here, brushing the higher holds. Little does he know what he's got to start with.
Yeah. You never know. He could just squirm his way out of there.
Yeah, there's obviously some trick that the first guys haven't seen on this, to body position wise.
Well, actually, I mean, Dylan was doing a pretty good job of squirming out there.
It's crimping those screw holes, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Jamie.
There he goes. Shuffle down, he's looking good so far.
Come on, Jamie.
That's certainly the most controlled we've seen anybody do the start section.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he just fits in the pocket.
He doesn't look too bad.
I wouldn't say chill, but
Yeah.
certainly more comfortable than everyone else.
Definitely looking a lot more comfortable than Nathan.
Oh!
Come on, Jamie Jenkins.
Yeah, really impressive from him.
Come on, Jamie.
Come on. Oh, that was it.
Yeah, just stepping up into that press is so hard.
That's going to take a lot out of him.
Emma on F4, I mean, she has the majority of her fingers taped at this point. I think she's got all of her fingers on her right hand taped and 2 of them on her left hand. So this is a bit of a struggle bus for her.
Yeah, I think
She's had
particularly knowing those grips where you need, like, particularly on that angle, you need those to be in good condition.
Yeah, and she's had a lot of attempts on these other boulders as well, so she's definitely going to give it a good effort, but it's an uphill battle.
Yeah. Here goes Jamie.
Come on, Jamie.
And she's held it that time. Very impressive. See if she can find some kind of compression with the heel. Nicely done.
Yeah, looking
Yeah,
like
come
she's
on.
getting somewhere.
Come on. Smash out to this next one.
Oh,
Release that heel. Nice.
wow.
Very impressive.
Really impressive, yeah.
Getting the zone out of nowhere. That is,
Came out of nowhere.
yeah.
Yeah, really impressive. It just shows how these different athletes have different strengths and different weaknesses.
Yeah. I think one thing they all share is like a really impressive amount of tenacity, right? To just keep smashing through no matter how many goes you've had, like giving it everything.
Yeah, they try so hard. And right through to the end as well.
That was something I always admired about you. You're definitely one of the people who will continue to fight all the way through to the end on every boulder. every boulder.
It's so hard when you get to the end of the final of these sort of 2 days of day events like this. I mean, you've just been at such a high level emotionally, physically for the whole weekend. Like, the last boulder is tough. It is tough.
But when it goes well, damn, that dopamine hit, right?
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Jamie making incremental gains on him.
Yeah. 25 seconds left.
This first section is just such a time waster. You just think, by the time you don't have that many attempts at the top.
And also, like, looking at the rest of the boulder, I'm not gonna lie, like, you could probably have started higher up and still have
still have it be really hard. So the route setters, they like to do some. They like to make the competitors suffer a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah.
But here's our current first place aid in the men's category.
I think, provisional first place, maybe.
So
either him or
if he
Diane.
does this, he's almost certainly won, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But if not, then maybe one of the others can swoop in and get a top and pip him, but we shall see.
I think Jen may like this boulder. She is one of the sort of stronger physically competitors. So
and she has a top as well, so
yeah, she's in this fight, definitely.
Pretty sure if she tops this, she'll win, because Holly has already climbed and she did not do the boulder.
If she does it quick, but Erin also has that top on, that flash on F3, which really put her in a pretty good position.
Yeah, I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopedic shoes.
Come on, Jen.
Super strong from
cheeky
Jen.
joke in there. Just getting a little bit, she didn't see the heel or toe hook, so wasn't really able to find that position very comfortably.
Aiden.
Meanwhile,
Aiden's got the gurn on.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden is, he's not having a happy time, is he?
No.
Nope.
Does not compute currently.
It's mean, isn't it? It's mean.
Come on, Jen.
Jen pulling back on for her second try.
Come on.
She's looking super tight through this section, really strong.
Yeah,
just
looking strong.
shuffling higher this time.
Doesn't
Interesting.
like that little toe heel thing. But
Come on, Jen.
There you go.
There you go.
Back down, going for the same method as Holly. Yeah, that's the
Come
way.
on, Jen. Lock it down.
Nice.
Oh.
That's it. That's the method the route setters gave. Not necessarily the only way, but the way they told us they thought they would climb it.
Yeah, I think it looked like she was trying to figure out the body position a little bit that time, so maybe if she's able to have a good rest and remember what her sequence was there, I think she will have a good chance of getting to that zone hold and then maybe making some progress past there.
Another change they made as well was a bit higher up on the move after the zone. They opened up the slot on the penultimate hold, so
you don't have to go quite so accurately for that hold. Yeah, that was nice of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Currently, both these M4 and F4 are the only boulders not to have tops.
F1.
F1?
F1 wasn't topped.
Ah, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Come on, Jen.
Come on, Jen.
Jen going again pretty quickly after that last attempt.
Come on, Jen.
Knows what to do. I think quick is not the way on that.
Yeah, I think maybe she wanted to wrestle a bit more and have a bit more energy on that attempt, but ship has sailed now.
For sure.
Meanwhile, Aiden has actually honestly been struggling to get off the ground on this one. Yeah.
Just not getting anything out of that volume.
Yeah.
Come on, Aiden, make it work.
I mean, it looks like realistically he doesn't have the time.
No.
Yeah. Even if he can get through this first section.
Come on, Jen.
Yeah, it'll be a race against time to get to the top here. Oh, Jen
Well,
getting that zone. Oh.
That was strong from Jen.
Very good to secure the zone on that boulder.
That could come back
15 seconds.
Could be really important.
Yeah, if she has actually secured the zone, it could be important.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Aiden as well.
5 seconds.
Not sure. Point. That's their round completed.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden
Give them a massive round of
not
applause.
managing to get that zone or top on that boulder has, opened up the competition a little bit.
For sure.
If Diane can make it to the zone on this hold, on this climb, I believe that will put him beyond the reach of any of the other competitors, because Toby failed to get the zone on the first boulder.
Correct, yeah.
But we'll see if he can make it through this first horrible squeeze corner section. That's just disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, let's see what Diane makes of this.
Again, some optimistic brushing of the higher holds, but
Yeah, I'm down for it.
yeah.
I like the positivity. You just wonder, I wasn't aware that the route setters made any tweaks to M4, but maybe they did just beef it up a little bit. We'll find out.
Yeah, I didn't actually see when we first looked at the boulders, I didn't see that it started all the way out on the left like that. Well, there, climber's right. Some of the taller competitors look like they've struggled to get into this box.
Yeah.
Although
Well,
Diane's managed to sort of...
And Eugenie as well, absolutely crushing. See what she makes of this next move. Just a little slightly wrong-handed, but working it out. Very impressive from her.
Yeah, that was a good attempt, but I'm not sure if that sequence is going to work in the end.
Yeah. Imagine she learnt quite a bit though. Hopefully just adapts the sequence slightly. She certainly had the power to do the climb, just maybe the slightly wrong sequence. It's always such a challenge for the route setters with the level. You know, a move like this is such an anti-climax for the boys, but you know, maybe we'll see Toby Roberts come out and float his way up it.
Maybe. I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
I'm just watching Max Ayrton, the chief route setter on the left-hand side, just sat there shaking his head. Like, it's just like, well, how are you not figuring this out? But Diane, that's a good effort from him. He's got a bit more shuffle than the others did. Nicely done. This is probably the best we've seen anyone do.
Oh!
Yeah. Here we go. I think he's figured out what to do.
Chalk bag's coming off.
Yeah.
Now he knows he hasn't got that much time.
Come on, Eugenie, let's go.
Yeah, we're on 1 minute 20, so let's see what these guys can do. Jenny's back on.
Jenny looking strong.
Yeah.
Well, UK, let's make some noise. Come on, Jenny.
That's it. So
Nice,
very nice,
really
Jenny.
Good.
That's just slipped out.
Just looking like she's tired.
Yeah, I think that right shoulder crimp is not as good as you would like.
No, and especially after all this climbing, it just looks a little bit gassed. Diane couldn't find that same body position as he did earlier.
No, and 45 seconds left. They guys really need to give it now or nothing. There's a lot of climbing to be done on these boulders. Oh yeah, he's found the shuffle. Yeah. Oh man,
just sliding
just
out
ejected.
there. Eugenie having one more go on this boulder.
Come on, Jenny, unwind.
Really wants to get this
Left
one.
toe down. Yes.
Nice. Looking
That's it.
really strong. Yeah, see when
Come
you
on,
find
Jen.
that body position, it's
Come
not
on, Jenny.
that hard. Come
Here
on,
we go.
Jenny.
10 seconds.
Oh, just not quite up enough on that.
That's the best attempt we've seen.
That was really good.
Pretty much actually from both sides, men and women.
It looked like when she had the body position with the toe hooks correct, it wasn't that powerful for her.
Yeah.
Really good attempt.
Good effort.
Yeah.
Bon effort. So we're on our last climbers of the weekend.
Final athletes on their final boulders. Erin McNeese and Toby Roberts.
Yeah, you heard George Lonsdale telling us this is it. last climbers, last boulder of the weekend.
I mean, it would be pretty cool to see her top on this M4.
Sure.
I don't know if it'll be enough for Toby though. I think that not getting the zone on the first boulder problem is just it's just gonna bite him.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, but still, it'd be cool to see that top anyway.
Or just even get to the first move.
Yeah, even get to the first move. Yeah. I don't know if he's a shuffler though. Do you reckon he's a shuffler?
Every day he's shuffling. Come on.
Erin, I think that Erin can get to the zone. I think she has a good chance of doing this boulder, and I think that will give her the win.
He's shuffling. He's got the gecko hand down low, which I think is good knowledge.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was
Just slipped.
Oh, that's strong from Erin.
Yeah, Erin looks
choosing.
like she wants to go with the tight compression method.
Yeah. Whoa, that's impressive.
Like she's gonna pull up into it and turn around.
Impressive.
Yeah,
Come on. Let's see if we can get a top. This will be for the win if she gets it. Good first go. Here we go, Toby. Getting the old shuffle on. Oh, he's not enjoying life there.
I think with that flash, though, I think that still puts Erin. I think that still means that Erin, with the three zones and that one flash, I think that will mean that she will take this competition
2 years in a row potentially.
But it would be cool to see her top on this boulder, and I think that she can top it.
Agreed. Toby changing slightly. Yeah, man. This is a frustrating one for the guys. Not seeing anybody get established on the climb.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good on his first go, but then since then it's been
all on the women's side. If we can get a crescendo finish from Erin, that would be the icing on the cake.
I mean, again, it just looked like she could have rested longer.
Here we go.
She looks tired.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, she had 2.5 minutes on the clock when she pulled on there. Like, it looks like she maybe got a little bit ahead of herself.
Come on, Tobe. Bang. Oh, so close. 1 minute 30. I think he feels like he's unlocked it.
And he's really going to have to motor through the top section there if he gets there again.
Yeah, I think he knows, at least he's got some kind of sequence in terms of body positioning. Obviously using different parts of the hold every time, but at least he knows a basic rhythm. I think that palm he's doing down on the big volume is helping a little bit to shuffle.
The thing about those like shuffling ones though is that you can find the body position one time and then you can completely lose it, and you can't repeat it because it's so
unique every time.
You do something slightly different earlier on in the shuffle and you end up in a slightly different place, and then suddenly it's a completely different move. So
Erin's last try, we've got 35 seconds.
She really wants to do this boulder problem.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to finish with a top, right?
Yeah.
And she got so close the first try.
Come on,
Here she goes. This is looking better. She's got to be strong on that right hand undercut. Give it some. Come on, Erin.
Just a little short on that move.
15 seconds.
I think she's going to call it.
Yeah, she looks too tired.
Everybody's done. Well, it's always such a hard thing for the route setters to find the right level. I think they did such a great job in the semi-finals and the finals on the first 3 climbs, but just not a little bit difficult. So we will get the supercomputer going, try and get you some results on the screen as soon as possible, but provisionally in our heads we've got Aiden, Dunn and
it's going to be close
Erin.
between Aiden and Diane.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
We'll find out shortly.
One of those two, and then for the women, I think it will be Erin.
Yeah.
I think that Holly will be up there, Jem will be up there, but I think it's got to be Erin with that flash.
Yeah. Well, let's see what they get coming out for official results soon. Highlights for you so far? I know that last boulder was a little bit of an anticlimax, but it was super cool. It's a shame they couldn't figure it out.
I thought the first men's boulder was really cool. It's really cool how you saw some people do that top move with the knee bar, and some people do the top move. Well, Aiden did the top move just using the shoulder. That was really cool.
F3 for me, I think, was the block of the set.
F3.
You know, the little jump to the hoop and then high slab finish with Erin.
I'm not a massive fan of that particular move, that jump out of the awkward sort of shoulder back press.
Pretty good final showcase though, right? Makes the crowd love that kind of stuff.
F1 actually, although it wasn't particularly good viewing if people weren't getting anywhere on it. It was actually like one of the cooler moves of the competition, that sort of start 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, super high standard boulder, I think, for this final round. Definitely no gimmies on the tour. In fact, I would say that on both the semi-final and final. Yeah,
I think this was one of the harder final rounds that I've seen. I think it's for the men at least, apart from maybe one or two of the borders, almost like some of the borders are almost at like an international level.
But bear with us. We're going to take a quick pause while we wait for the results to come through, and we'll leave you watching George Lonsdale for a bit.
Scores have been checked, double checked, and head judge verified. Steve, are we happy? We are all happy, okay. Right. Can I have the trophies? I think you should rush those more times. Yeah, it's been double checked, it's getting triple checked. Oh, amazing. We've got some incredible trophies provided by Crusher Holtz. Okay, so we are going to announce our finalists in reverse order of how they've done.
So everybody, they've finished counting up the scores. We're going to listen over to the in-house commentary from George Lonsdale announcing the finalists. This is an impressive collection of finger taping on screen.
In fifth place, Jenny Jenkins and Eugene Lee. In fourth place, Nathan Whaley and Pierre Cameron. Okay, the business end, are you ready? In third place, Toby Roberts and Ken Wood. There we go. In second place, Holly Tusil Philippines in first place, Erin McNeese and Aidan Khan.
So there we have it. All the finalists and our winners, Aidan Dunn and you called it. You called it right, Michaela. Good work.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't actually call Aidan winning.
I called Aidan in fairness, and you called Erin. So I think that's pretty good. But yeah, super impressive. We'll get the full scores up on screen. We got Aidan Dunn 3 tops in 5, Diane 3 and 6, Toby 2 and 4, Nathan and Jamie 2 and 1, and Dylan having a rough time in the final, unfortunately, but still amazing effort from all of those guys. 3 rounds of climbing.
Yeah, they did really well. And
if we just have a look at the women's category, so yeah, you can see how difficult it was.
Wow.
Erin stealing the show with a flash, Holly 1 in 3, Jen 1 in 3, with attempts to zone being the split for those guys.
Such a rough round for the women. So hard, these boulders.
But there we have it. Your finalists on screen. I've been John Partridge. Michaela, it's been a pleasure having you here with me.
It's been great to be here.
Nice. Wish you all the best for your speedy recovery, and hopefully
Thanks.
get to see you next year, Plywood Masters 2024.
See you then.